Your six-pack means nothing if your obliques are weak, and today that changes forever. These 6 brutal exercises will carve deep defined obliques and finally give your core that chiseled, tapered look you have been chasing for years. Stick around, because exercise number 4 is the secret move most lifters completely ignore, and it might just transform your entire waistline. Let's build those strong obliques right now. Exercise 1, Air Bike Crunch. Welcome to the first move of today's oblique series, and this one sets the tone for everything ahead. The air bike crunch with a plate loaded forces your obliques to fire with every twist you make. This is where deep side waist definition begins, so grip the plate tight and rotate through your ribs, not your arms. A great tip, exhale sharply on every twist. That breath control keeps your obliques engaged and your form honest. Feel that burn build, because this is only the beginning of what your core faces today. Exercise 2, Lying Heel Touches. That was pure obliques fire. Now straight into exercise 2, the lying heel touch with a plate loaded for extra resistance. This move looks simple, but quietly carves the sides of your waist better than most crunches ever will. Right in the middle of every reach, your obliques do all the heavy lifting, so here's the tip. Squeeze at the top of each crunch instead of just tapping your heel and moving on. That small pause is where real definition gets built. Stay steady. Exercise 3 hits even deeper. Exercise 3, Side Plank Rotation. Deep breath. We made it to exercise 3. The side plank rotation with a plate loaded, testing your balance as much as your strength. Holding that plank alone burns, but the rotation is where real magic happens for your waistline. As you thread the plate underneath your body, your obliques control every inch of that motion. So the tip, move slow and own the pause at the bottom before rotating back up. That control separates a good set from a wasted one. 3 down, halfway through this battle now. Exercise 4, Lying Windshield Wipers. Exercise 4. The lying windshield wipers with a plate loaded resting on your hips, all about slow, deliberate control. Your legs become a pendulum here, but every ounce of that swing is your obliques working overtime to keep things steady. Right at the bottom of each wipe, your obliques stretch under real tension before pulling everything back through center. So the tip, resist the urge to rush and own that pause at the bottom. This is where your waistline gets carved one wipe at a time. Exercise 5, Dumbbell Side Bend. The dumbbell side bend with a plate-loaded weight, a move that looks basic but hits the obliques with brutal precision. There is nowhere to hide here, no twisting or momentum, just pure lateral flexion through your waist. Right at the bottom of every bend, your obliques stretch deep before contracting hard to pull you back up, so the tip, squeeze at the top for a second instead of bouncing back down. Stay locked in. Your obliques are being sculpted with every rep right now. Exercise 6, Weighted Russian Twist. The weighted Russian twist with a plate loaded, and this version turns up the speed compared to anything so far. Keeping your feet lifted adds a balance challenge that forces your obliques to fire non-stop just to keep you upright. Right through every fast rotation, your obliques absorb the impact of that tap on each side, so the tip, keep the plate close to your chest and rotate quick and sharp instead of slow and loose. Push through this pace, your obliques will feel it tomorrow. Exercise 7, Barbell Landmine Rotation. The barbell landmine rotation with a plate loaded, and this time, real explosive power comes into the mix. Unlike the slower rotational work earlier, this trains your obliques to generate force fast, almost like throwing a punch through your torso. Right at the top of every sweep, your obliques translate that hip drive into raw rotational strength, so the tip, explode on the way up and control the way back down. Your obliques are getting stronger with every single rep now.